We started having trouble with our van. It was coming back on interstate, and all of a sudden it get hot, and then so we pulled over and waited a little bit, and then it cooled off a little bit, so we started driving the rest of the way home, and the temperature would go up and it'd go down and it'd go up and go down. So before we get started, we're going to run a code on it because light had been going on and off a little bit. We're just going to see what goes on at that. So let's turn this around and we'll watch the meter. Okay, now we're gonna, I don't know if I've ever done this on this one before, but we're gonna hit
I don't think so.
enter and greater than 2000. Okay, please turn key off for 10 seconds. And it has one of these goofy keys. And turn the key on. Then, of course, you have to listen to the annoying beep. Get the sun for coming in. Okay. That's the cable we have on. This one takes the regular ODB2 cable. 2014 Chrysler. Run through diagnostics. Let's see what code it says. Yep, that's what we have. Okay. Garage full. Well, we can replace that one because we don't have that vehicle anymore. That was kind of, engine was running good, but the body was kind of falling apart.
Oh, the park have.
Yeah. Says 2 codes. So let's take cooling fan 1 control unit malfunction.
Cooling fan. Lovely.
Okay. Said there was 2 of them. So let's see what this says here. One of 2. Permanent. Confirmed. So cooling fan control unit. So does that mean
It's probably not the thermostat.
well, it may not be the thermostat, but
We can always keep it just in case.
yeah, because it should get changed every once in a while anyway. So let's see. We're going to have to probably turn this on and wait for it to get hot and then see if the fan kicks in.
Go ahead.
I don't know how else to check it.
I don't know. It says the cooling fan what?
Control unit malfunction.
Where in the heck is that?
So let's look up the controlling fan control circuit. So let's come back. We're going to look that up. Let's see. Back. Oh, you know what?
What?
I forgot what the code was. .480, P0480. So let's look up what it says here. P04. Well, it just tells us the controlling fan 1 control unit. I thought maybe it might give us a little better help on it, so we'll have to dig in
Apparently not.
and do some searches on that. So that's what it says we have for an error code, which could mean that it could be not getting water going through there, so then it's airing out because it's seen the temperature go up, or it could be that control module. So we'll do a little more digging and see if we can figure out whether it's just the thermostat or if it's the
Fan control
fan.
module.
But you should probably change the thermostats every once in a while anyway. So that's something that should be changed once in a while. So we may go ahead and change it anyway. I haven't decided yet. We'll look and see what other options we have here, where that control unit is, and we'll come back once we figure out where that unit is at and what it'd take to replace it. Well, when we looked in here, this was low. So with that being low on water, that could have been what was causing it. So we're going to put some 50-50 mix antifreeze in here. And we've got the radiator. We took the cap off and it's now full. So we're going to fill this up. And we put, how much was that? Full gallon in there?
No.
Oh.
It was maybe third, maybe a quarter.
And then this here where you're supposed to fill them into here, this is your overflow.
Where do I keep? Stupid thing. Still can't see it. Jeez.
It's really deep. It's quite a ways down in there.
Oh, that's clear up here now.
So now that's all full. That could have been what the problem was. So before we change that thermostat, which it should probably needs to get changed every once in a while anyway, we have it. It was what, $20 or something like that?
More like 30.
Oh, $30.
No, 23.
Yeah, $23 for it. So we'll just keep that, and we'll see if we have problem, and then we'll change it out later. That's something you need to watch is if they fail and they fail closed, then your engine overheats. I actually had one thermostat was bad in a van I had, and I was just driving around in the city, so it never really got hot enough to really indicate any problem. I was on the way down to Kansas City and it got hot, so I'm pulling over at every stop and refilling the water in it, trying to cool it off. So that's something we want to watch for. So we're going to go with filling this up is probably just low on antifreeze. I'll have to watch that and see. There could be a leak or something, or could just be over the many years been sitting around, it just got done. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and start it up, and we'll see what it does there. We'll go ahead and clear the code. Sounds good. So we'll go ahead and clear the code, and we'll see what it does if it sends us another code again. Now we're taking a little spin. We put some antifreeze in there. It was a little bit low. We put in probably about a third of a gallon in the radiator itself, and then maybe half gallon or so in there. So what do we have here?
It's going up.
Yeah, the temperature gauge is going up, so that wasn't it. So it's probably the thermostat. So we just wanted to check it and see, just to make sure. But if that was a quick fix, that'd be it. But we're gonna head back, and it'll be time to change that thermostat and see if that's it. We did have the light come on again, but we don't know what that is.
The temperature went right back down.
The other thing we're going to check now that it's warmed up, we'll see if the cooling fan is actually kicking on, because that was what the code was saying. So we'll check the fan and see when we get back. We'll go ahead and leave it running and see if the fan is actually kicking in or if it's not, and we can watch the thermostat temperature gauge and see if it goes up. We can look and see if the fan's on. So maybe the fan didn't kick on. Well, we got back and to look at, you can see I've got some air blowing through here. I can feel some good air coming through here. So the fan is kicked on. So we may take it out for another drive before we do anything. What may have happened is it may have actually been low in the engine block itself and heated up. So I think we'll take it for another drive. You know, it first heated up and then it cooled down and it stayed down. So I'm thinking maybe the engine block didn't have enough water in it, and it heated up and then opened up the thermostat and then cooled it back down. So like as soon as it got hot, we turned around, and by the time we turned around, it was back down to normal. So we'll go for a drive, and we'll see if this time it works a little better. Rough road.
Added to it over the bridge. That's way back down there.
So it did go up a little bit and come down, and not sure where it's running, but we do need to get gas, so we're going to go in and get some gas and see what it does. Take it on some shorter trips to make sure we're okay, and hate to take it on a long trip and have it get too hot. Yeah, we just got back from going up and getting some gas, and it was about 5 miles up there or something like that.
It's 10.
Or 10 miles up there and 10 miles back, and you know, I'd kind of go up and down a little bit, but it never really got hot. So I think the whole problem was it was just low on antifreeze. So it's something we'll have to make sure we check to see if it's leaking. But you know, sometime here we'll change out the thermostat anyway, just to make sure that doesn't go bad on us. But right now we don't have to worry about it.